Hello, welcome back to Miss Ray Saves. I'm your girl Raquel. If you're new to my channel, hey y'all, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button before you leave. Now today, savers, I will be giving you an update on my cash envelope stuffing for the last week of March. So if that is something you're interested in, please keep watching. Okay, savers, I cannot believe I am giving you an update on my spending for the last week of March. Today is March 31st. It's hump day, it's Wednesday, but can you guys believe tomorrow it will be April 1st? I don't know about you guys, but to me it seems like this year is moving fast. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I am going to go ahead and move some of this stuff off to the side, and we're going to open to my calendar view for March. And honestly, guys, I didn't do much spending because I didn't have much money. If you saw my last check-in, I'll go ahead and link it above. But you know that I did a lot of spending as far as my cash envelopes is concerned, but that's okay. That is what they're there for. As long as I don't go over budget in those categories, everything is good. But I didn't have that much money to spend, so this video will hopefully be very short. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull out my handy dandy tracker. And just so you guys know, this is the Happy Notes that I use. And I keep track of all my expenses. I've actually keep this in my wallet, so, or in my purse. And I'm going to go to the week of, and actually this is more than a week. It's going to be from March 22nd through March 31st. So it's actually 10 days that we will be tracking today. So let me move this out the way. I have my key here. So the first transaction that we did was on the 24th, and it was for you know what, let me move this in because I have to turn it this way in order to write down so what I need to write down. And I actually use money in my personal care envelope. I went to the Dollar Tree and I purchased some body washes, and some shavers. So that came up to $7.53. Let's go ahead and color that in real quick. Personal care is red. And then my last transaction was on March the 26th, and that was Friday. That was dining out. And I'm just going to put DO. I know what that means. And that was actually $20.16. Actually, on that day, that is a day that I do not cook, but we love pizza, of course. And if you watch any of my check-in videos, you'll see that we eat pizza a lot. I personally don't love pizza. I like it, but on this day, my husband and my daughter, they like this place called Romeo's. I don't particularly like it because the sauce on the pizza is sweet. I like my sauce with a little bit of spice to it. So I actually purchased me a sub to go with the pizza. So that came up to $20.16. And dining out is going to be yellow. And so what I'm going to do now, since I'm done with tracking my expenses, I'm going to leave this open because I'm going to need it, but I want to go ahead and track my no spend days real quick. We had no spend on the 22nd, no spend on the 23rd, no spend on the 25th, no spend on the 27th, no spend on the 28th, no spend on the 29th, no spend on the 30th, and today no spend. So that is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 no spends, which is pretty good. So now I am going to go ahead, let me color this in real quick. I'm going to go ahead and close the calendar view up. And we're going to move on to my tracker. So here's my tracker. And just for those of you who are new to my channel, these are my categories for my cash envelopes, grocery, dining out. I have an entertainment envelope, but I am not using it right now because we're not really going anywhere due to the pandemic. Grandkids, personal care, household, miscellaneous, and gas. And what I do is I take these numbers from the previous week. And again, this will be linked in the iCards if you want to check out this check-in. We're going to go ahead and go to the last days of the month, the 22nd through the 31st, and note what I spent. So on the 24th, that was actually is personal care, and it was at the Dollar Tree. And there I spent $7.53. But remember, I round up to $10. And guys, for those of you who are new, the reason why I round up to $10 is because anytime I use money out of my cash envelopes, any change that I get that is either $1 or $5 goes into my $1 savings challenge or my $5 savings challenge. So there was $2 and something cent that went into my savings challenges. That's why that is rounded up to $10. And then next on the 26th, dining out, I spent, well, we went to, what was it called? It was Romeo's. And I spent $20.16. But that the balance is going to be $20.16. And you'll see why in a minute. So let me go ahead and track these. Personal care is red and dining out is yellow. And so guys, I wanted to let you know real quick, and I think I've said it in a couple of videos, but I just want to remind you guys that starting in the month of April, I will not be doing weekly check-ins. I'm going to actually be doing every 2-week check-ins. So my check-ins are going to correlate with when I get paid. I get paid twice a week. So I'm going to do these, not twice a week, I'm sorry, twice a month on the 15th and the 31st. So I will do a check-in for the dates of the 1st through the 15th, and then from the 16th through the 31st. I'm doing that because, for one, I am going to be starting to share my actual budget with you guys starting in May. And when I do my check-in, I also want to check in what bills have been paid during that time frame. And in addition to that, honestly, weekly check-ins are not that popular. And I want to try to make things easy for myself, especially when it comes to filming these videos. So filming it twice a week is going to be once every 2 weeks is going to be a lot easier for me. And it's also going to help my tracking once I start to share my budget, my actual budget, like my mortgage and all of that with you guys starting next month. So just a FYI to you. So now what we want to do is go ahead and look at where I'm at in regards to all of my not sinking funds, but my cash envelopes for this period. Now, as you guys know, I do not have any money in groceries. That was depleted last time. Dining out, as you can see, the balance was $20.16. In my dining out envelope, I had $20, and I just used 16 cents that I had, so that leaves my dining out balance at $0. Grandkids, I did not use that envelope at all, so that will be $30. Personal care, as you can see, on March 24th, I went to the Dollar Tree and I spent $7.53. We round that up to $10. Personal care, I only had $10 in my envelope. So that brings me to a balance of 0. Household, we didn't spend anything there, but that had $0 in it as well. Miscellaneous, didn't need to use the $10 that was left in my miscellaneous, so I still have that left over. And then gas, I didn't have to use any gas last month. And actually, do I have gas correct? Yes, I do. So that should be $40 as well. So the envelopes that are depleted are groceries, dining out, personal care, household, miscellaneous. Okay, and those are the 4 that should be depleted. So real quick, I am going to add these up. So we still have 30 in grandkids. Oh, wait a minute. 30. We have 10 in miscellaneous. And we have 40 in gas. And that brings my leftover total to, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's $80. So let me get out my wallet. Okay, guys, I have my wallet here. What we're going to do real quick is look in here and see how much I have. Let's see. Of course, groceries doesn't have anything in it. Dining out shouldn't have anything in it. We should have $30 in grandkids and $10 in miscellaneous. $10, $20, $30, and I'm gonna put this back in because I'm going to take all of this out when I do my cash stuffing with my March 31st paycheck. Gas, as you guys know, this is on a debit card, so there would not be any money in here, but you will see me stuff this in my leftover envelope for my savings challenge when I do my cash stuffing for the March 31st pay. And then miscellaneous should have 10, which it does. And then all of this is just my 5s and my 1s from my spending. So everything is in there. So of course, what is going to happen is this $80 that you see here is going to go into my leftover cash envelope savings challenge. And you'll see me stuff that when I do my next cash stuffing. But with that, I am going to go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And again, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button before you leave. Until the next video, everyone be blessed, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.